Um, so, what are your thoughts and feelings about like our future work together? Like, are you amped? Are you excited? Like, what's your
Dude,
thoughts
I'm
and feelings?
pumped. I mean, I'm pumped because this was looking at it now, like when thinking about the script now, um, it it wasn't my best script, you know. Honestly, it wasn't. And thinking about it now, and the fact that you got it from the beginning and you enjoyed it from the beginning, and and talking with you and what you're turning, what you want to turn it into, with some of the things that you told me, I think we have a good, chemistry with working together. So I'm hoping this is just the beginning of something,
Yeah,
better and better and better. Um, Whether it becomes the next one becomes another short or a feature film, or something like that. Um, who knows? Um, I I have a few ideas. I got a couple, like I got three ideas. Two of them are really good in my opinion.
yeah,
Um, and I think we can definitely make them. If we have the support and we got the backing and we got the
yeah,
budget, because to make something on that scale is going to take a better budget, bigger budget.
yeah.
Uh, we can make it. I think it will be great because um, I my wife and I went down to vacation a couple months back, back in the summer last year, and it was almost like a 7 hour drive there and a 7 hour drive back where we went. And I drove all the way because she didn't drive, so I drove all the way. So on the way there, I started with the idea popped into my head, and by the time I was driving back after we had been there for a week or 2 weeks, whatever it was, um, by the time I was driving back, I told my wife the whole movie. From the beginning to end, it was already in my head. I saw it. I explained to her what the movie was about, and
Yeah.
she loved it and she enjoyed it. And that's the one I'm working on now. It was a novel, it was a book, but I saw it as a movie in my head. So I'm thinking that one, um, depending on how this one goes, if we can make this one what we both think it can be, and we can work, hopefully we can continue to work together, um, like we're doing working right now.
Yeah,
I would like for you to read that one and tell me what you think about that one, because I think that one will be a
great.
really
Uh,
good idea.
this is what I mean. Like, I like it's because honestly, I used to be this very, very quiet and timid person that I thought and that would never ever work in film. I used to be this person that
Yeah.
would just be sat and kept to myself, and I'd be happy with that, and not to keep myself out of it because I thought no way is that gonna last in film because there's gonna be times that you're gonna have to be doing stuff like this and conversating and networking, and I thought now I can't be um, keeping myself in this enclosed little capsule. You have to expand and then try and get yourself out there. And what really got me was then when a director came and did a talk with us, and he was telling us all the things and how he's a local like us, like a look. This is he come from the same place that we did, and
Yeah.
he did three short films. Then he made his first feature, and now he's working for WWE Studios, do making
Nice.
films for
That's
them.
awesome.
And I'm thinking, wow, I'm not too far off from him. Like, this will be my second short film
Nice.
that I'll be creating. And and in fact, I know I'm going to do this well because I'm going to put my all into it because at the end of the day, anything that's going to put my name next to it, and especially if I'm got lots of people trusting me, especially like having you trusting me with this idea and stuff like that, I've got to make sure I'm putting my
That's
hundred
the
and ten
one thing.
percent. Do you get what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
it comes down to how much effort you want to put into it and how others view it.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, I wrote the script and it was like, I mean, it was a lot of hard work. I mean, it was a lot of time that you spent writing it. So if you're gonna hand it out to somebody else and you want that person to take as much care of it as you do,
yeah,
so
definitely.
then that's and I see that in you. And, you, like, when we were talking earlier, emailing and stuff like that, you're coming up with ideas that I didn't even think about. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, that's a good idea, and I mean, you're putting your time into it when you don't have to. You can just shoot what I gave you,
Yeah.
and be done with it and say, yeah, that, that's what I was given. But you want to make it your own as much as I made it my own. And
Yeah.
then when it comes to, finding the actors and all that, um, the actors have to trust you to make him look good.
Yeah.
So it's it's a trusting, um, relationship where everybody's kind of looking out for each other because we all want to, keep doing it and we all
Yeah.
want to hopefully grow within, the industry, whatever, whatever it becomes, who knows, but everybody wants to do it, because they love it. Um, Nobody's getting paid, not, none of us are making it and doing it for money. We just
Yeah.
do it because we enjoy doing it and we want to show that we can do it and show their artwork and show the craft. So the
Exactly.
fact that you went on your own trying to make it better, shows me that you care. So,
Definitely.
like
I
I said,
mean,
once I think we have I think this call was perfect. This video chat was perfect because we kind of hashed out the storyline and we fixed the issues that we had with the plot and then the ending and everything else. So I think we got that taken care of. And once now I gotta go back to writing it and redoing it.
yeah.
And once that's done, and then you jump in and you take it over, and then
With
you start directing it
yeah.
and shooting it. Then after that, once that's over, and you know we're all gonna want to work on something else. So
Yeah.
um, as long as everything works out good, I'll say I have a few more ideas. One of them I think is a really good idea, and I think it can really work. It was written. It takes place in France, so I'm not sure how that will be, but you can always
Yeah.
change the location or whatever. But yeah, I mean, there's I got more ideas, so that's a good thing.
That's a great thing.